What's going on, team? Today we're talking about the Fifine Ampligame V6, and there are going to be 10 reasons why every music producer needs to have a Stream Deck in their setup. Let's jump into it. We're going to start with the most obvious, and that's launching your DAW instantly. So right here in the second button, I have Ableton Live set up, and when I hit that button, you'll see immediately Ableton Live pops up on the screen. No more having to search for that icon or having it on the desktop. You're someone who doesn't like having messy desktop. The second reason you need yourself a Stream Deck, because if you have templates, it's super easy to just get started running with your templates as soon as you open your DAW. I'm going to show you how to do it real quick. Here I have a vocal template that I've just saved. I can simply just grab it, drag it and drop it over into one of these slots. And now, whenever I click that, you'll see here, it saves automatically on the Ampligame. And when I click it, it'll automatically open up that vocal template for me. And it just switched over on its own. Here I have my group set up. I can have a bunch of different MIDI instruments, or maybe I have a bunch of different audio tracks. I have another one here that I named Practice Template. And I'm just going to grab it and drag it and drop it into this square. You'll see it pops up right down here. And when I click on that button, now opens up that template. So if you're someone who wants to jump back and forth between different templates, you can do it very quickly. Number 3, transport controls. Now I know a lot of MIDI hardware already comes with transport controls, and sure, we can definitely hit play on our space bar like I'm going to do right now, and it's playing. But how about having punch-in automatically mapped out? So here I have a track that I set up. It's a MIDI track and it's playing. Let's go ahead and follow along. I can now map my record button here to the Ampligame, and I can use it as my punch-in. So I'm gonna hit punch out. Maybe I'll head to the second chorus, punch in again, punch out. And the same thing can be done for your play and your stop buttons, or anything else that'll make your functions more convenient. The next reason music producers need a Stream Deck is because you can edit macros onto one key. I have this one right here. We look up top in the Fifine Desk Control. I've set up 2 macros to happen back to back. The first one is one to join clips. So here in Ableton, I have 2 different clips that are not joined. Let's go ahead and make these bigger. As you can see, there's a big gap right in the middle. And then the second hotkey that I set up is to put fades on them. And here's the quick key for fades. It's Option Command F on Mac. I'm gonna go ahead and just highlight these, hit my macro button that I just created. It has now consolidated them and added fades. Now, next up, and I know this is very simple for Ableton users, but maybe you want to toggle between your arrange window and your clips view. I set that up right here as a hotkey, this one in the corner, and you can just do that by hitting tab or hitting the button. Now, like I mentioned, this is super simple for Ableton users because it's literally just one button and we only deal with 2 views. However, if you are a Logic user, I have Logic pulled up here and I've set up some hotkeys. For Logic and things like FL Studio, you guys have way more windows. And so setting up something so that you can view your mixer would be super productive and make your workflow very fast. As well as here we have the loop browser view that I've set up on this key over here to the right. Tapping them once opens, tapping them a second time closes them out. Probably one of my favorite reasons for having this thing is that you can open your favorite plugins super fast. So on just about every song, I have the same things on my mastering chain. And so as you can see here, this is my master track right here. And down below, there's no plugins on it. I've set it up where if I hit this button over here, it's gonna drop a group of plugins onto my master channel. So let's go ahead and test that out. And now my entire mastering chain has been loaded here. I think I may have hit it twice, so there's 2 instances of it, but very cool. Love that. Also, let's say on this MIDI track, there's specific sounds that I use all the time. And I do have some brass stabs that I use pretty often when I'm making music for TV and film. I've set that up here on this button. Let's see what happens when I hit it. Automatically loads up, samples already loaded in it. This has got to be my favorite feature so far. And the next reason for music producers to own a Stream Deck is being able to bounce everything out super quick. Currently, I got to tap about 3 keys on my keyboard for the shortcut to bounce. I do know some DAWs out there do not have a shortcut. You have to go through a click path, but I've set it up right here. So now I hit bounce and the export window automatically pops up. Kind of interesting I found this out, but you could theoretically set this up as a drum pad. So I have this track here. I'm gonna drag in this drum kit and it loads up here. I've already assigned 9 keys to my drum pad. So theoretically, I'm not gonna say that has the best response, but hey, it's something you can do. Also worth noting, because you're in Ableton, you could also set up clips to be triggered. Volume control, sample folders, EQs with presets already on. The possibilities are pretty much endless. Now, I don't want you to think this is all rainbows and butterflies. I did come across some things that were not cool. For instance, setting up. As much as YouTube has out there, there's very few how to set things up that are clear and concise. I had to go on a deep dive, took me about a day. There is a learning curve to just connecting it. I like things that are just plug and play. Connect it, it starts working. That wasn't the case at all. I had to find out through some YouTube videos. We had to get the hardware and the software to speak and link together. Takes a few steps. Final thoughts. Overall, if you can get through that learning curve, I think one of the dopest tools that a music producer can have. We usually don't think of Stream Decks as something for us unless we're streaming on Twitch, YouTube, etc. However, it's perfect for making your workflow fast and efficient, especially if you have repetitive tasks or things that you do each and every time, which most of us do. There's also a lot of producers that just make the same type of 2 or 3 different songs or beats in this specific genre. If you own a genre and you're doing the same thing every time, why not have a template of just MIDI pop up every time that's 4 on the floor, where you just have to adjust little things here and there. So those are my thoughts on the Fifine Ampligame D6. If you're interested in one, go ahead and pick one up. Make sure you check out this video right here, subscribe, do all the things you guys know how to do. Until the next video, this is your friendly neighborhood coach, and I'm out.